A food worker leaves cooked chicken uncovered on a counter for 2 hours. The greatest risk is that the chicken will A. Lose flavor. B. Dry out too quickly. C. Enter the temperature danger zone and allow microorganisms to grow. D. Become overcooked. Answer: C. Enter the temperature danger zone and allow microorganisms to grow. Which of the following foods must be held at 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below? A. A sealed container of sugar. B. Fresh chicken salad. C. Dry pasta. D. Unopened crackers. Answer: B. Fresh chicken salad. A food worker checks the temperature of a roast by inserting the thermometer probe only into the outer edge. Why is this incorrect? A. The outer edge is always colder. B. The probe must touch the pan. C. The thickest part or center gives the most accurate reading. D. Thermometers should only be used on cold food. Answer: C. The thickest part or center gives the most accurate reading. Which thermometer is most likely to need periodic recalibration using the hex adjusting nut? A. Thermistor thermometer. B. Thermocouple thermometer. C. Bimetallic stem thermometer. D. Infrared thermometer. Answer: C. Bimetallic stem thermometer. When calibrating a thermometer using the ice point method, the thermometer should not touch the sides or bottom of the container because A. The thermometer may break. B. The reading may be inaccurate. C. The ice will melt too quickly. D. The container may crack. Answer: B. The reading may be inaccurate. Fresh lamb should be rejected if it A. Is light red in color. B. Has firm, elastic flesh. C. Has an objectionable odor. D. Has a USDA inspection stamp. Answer: C. Has an objectionable odor. Which of the following best indicates that pork is spoiled? A. An off odor when a knife is inserted near the bone. B. Light-colored flesh. C. White fat. D. A USDA inspection stamp. Answer: A. An off odor when a knife is inserted near the bone. Poultry is commonly associated with which harmful microorganism? A. Hepatitis A. B. Clostridium botulinum. C. Salmonella. D. Listeria. Answer: C. Salmonella. A delivery of fresh fish arrives with cloudy, sunken eyes and gray gills. What should you do? A. Accept the fish if it is on ice. B. Reject the fish because it is not fresh. C. Freeze the fish immediately. D. Wash the fish and use it the same day. Answer: B. Reject the fish because it is not fresh. A shellfish tag must include all of the following except A. The location where the shellfish was harvested. B. The original shipper's certificate number. C. The cooking temperature used by the restaurant. D. The name and address of the original shipper. Answer: C. The cooking temperature used by the restaurant. A shellfish shell remains open after being tapped gently. This means the shellfish is likely A. Fresh and safe. B. Frozen. C. Dead and should be discarded. D. Ready to cook. Answer: C. Dead and should be discarded. Which of the following temperatures is required when receiving shucked shellfish? A. 45 degrees Fahrenheit or below. B. 32 degrees Fahrenheit or below. C. 38 degrees Fahrenheit or below. D. 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Answer: D. 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Eggs should be purchased from suppliers who deliver them in A. Dry storage containers. B. Heated trucks. C. Refrigerated trucks. D. Open-air crates. Answer: C. Refrigerated trucks. Why are pasteurized eggs safer than regular eggs? A. They contain fewer nutrients. B. They have been heated to destroy harmful microorganisms. C. They can be stored at room temperature. D. They never spoil. Answer: B. They have been heated to destroy harmful microorganisms. The expiration date on grade pasteurized milk must not be more than how many days from the date of pasteurization? A. 5 days. B. 9 days. C. 30 days. D. 45 days. Answer: B. 9 days. Ultra-pasteurized milk products may have an expiration period of up to A. 14 days. B. 21 days. C. 30 days. D. 45 days. Answer: D. 45 days. Which produce item should be washed even though the rind is not normally eaten? A. Bananas. B. Oranges. C. Cantaloupes. D. Nuts. Answer: C. Cantaloupes. Which method is strongly recommended when washing fresh fruits and vegetables? A. Wiping them with a dry towel. B. Using produce scrubbing brushes with potable running water. C. Soaking them overnight in standing water. D. Washing them only after cutting. Answer: B. Using produce scrubbing brushes with potable running water. Which of the following canned goods is acceptable to use? A. A can with swollen ends. B. A can with severe rust. C. A can with slight rust and no dents on the seams. D. A leaking can. Answer: C. A can with slight rust and no dents on the seams. A can with swollen ends is considered A. Safe if refrigerated. B. A minor defect only. C. Unsafe and must be removed from circulation. D. Acceptable if opened immediately. Answer: C. Unsafe and must be removed from circulation. Sous vide packaging refers to food that is A. Stored in dry containers. B. Stored in ice water. C. Frozen and then vacuum sealed. D. Cooked in a package after the air has been removed. Answer: D. Cooked in a package after the air has been removed. Before making modified atmosphere packaged foods in a food establishment, the operator must first A. Purchase a digital thermometer. B. Contact the food supplier. C. Obtain permission from the NYC Department of Health. D. Freeze the food immediately. Answer: C. Obtain permission from the NYC Department of Health. Which condition is most likely to cause dry foods such as flour and beans to spoil? A. Bright lighting. B. Excess moisture. C. Low humidity. D. Cold temperatures. Answer: B. Excess moisture. Evidence of rodent teeth marks on a dry food package means the food should be A. Accepted and used first. B. Moved to the freezer. C. considered contaminated. D. Repackaged immediately. Answer: C. Considered contaminated. Refrigerated processed foods such as deli meats must be delivered at A. 50 degrees Fahrenheit or below. B. 45 degrees Fahrenheit or below. C. 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. D. 38 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Answer: C. 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Frozen packaged food should be rejected if the package shows A. A manufacturer label. B. Ice crystals or water stains. C. A nutrition facts panel. D. A use-by date. Answer: B. Ice crystals or water stains. Which of the following is an example of cross-contamination? A. Storing sugar in a covered container. B. Using the oldest stock first. C. Raw chicken touching a ready-to-eat salad. D. Keeping milk refrigerated. Answer: C. Raw chicken touching a ready-to-eat salad. Which food should always be stored furthest away from cooked foods? A. Bread. B. Raw poultry. C. Fruit juice. D. Butter. Answer: B. Raw poultry. Food should never be stored in passageways, restrooms, or garbage areas because these locations A. Are too cold. B. May contaminate the food. C. Have too much light. D. Make food harder to label. Answer: B. May contaminate the food. Which of the following is prohibited when storing food in containers? A. Using clean food-grade plastic containers. B. Labeling storage containers. C. Lining containers with newspapers. D. Keeping containers covered. Answer: C. Lining containers with newspapers. Why are newspapers and menus prohibited as liners for food containers? A. They absorb too much moisture. B. The paper tears easily. C. Chemical dyes can leach into the food. D. They are too expensive. Answer: C. Chemical dyes can leach into the food. Which of the following metals is prohibited for food storage containers? A. Stainless steel. B. Copper. C. Food-grade aluminum. D. Plastic-lined steel. Answer: B. Copper. A refrigerator used to store potentially hazardous foods should operate at a temperature A. Higher than 41 degrees Fahrenheit. B. Lower than 41 degrees Fahrenheit. C. Exactly 50 degrees Fahrenheit. D. Exactly 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer: B. Lower than 41 degrees Fahrenheit. A freezer used for frozen foods should operate at a temperature A. Lower than 0 degrees Fahrenheit. B. Exactly 32 degrees Fahrenheit. C. Above 10 degrees Fahrenheit. D. Above 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer: A. Lower than 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Which statement best describes the purpose of cold storage? A. To destroy all bacteria in the food. B. To slow down the growth of microorganisms. C. To increase the flavor of the food. D. To reduce the need for cleaning. Answer: B. To slow down the growth of microorganisms. Cooked food may be left uncovered in a refrigerator only when it is A. Being stored overnight. B. Waiting to be reheated. C. in the process of cooling. D. Stored above raw food. Answer: C. In the process of cooling. After food has cooled to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, it should be A. Left uncovered. B. Covered. C. Moved to dry storage. D. Stored on the floor. Answer: B. Covered. Which of the following helps maintain proper air circulation in a refrigerator? A. Storing foods tightly packed together. B. Leaving enough space between food items. C. Keeping foods uncovered. D. Stacking hot food directly on top of cold food. Answer: B. Leaving enough space between food items. Condensation dripping onto stored food can. A. Improve the flavor. B. Help keep food cold. C. Prevent spoilage. D. Contaminate the food. Answer: D. Contaminate the food. Which of the following is the correct order for storing foods in a refrigerator? A. Raw meat above cooked foods. B. Cooked foods above raw foods. C. Raw poultry above ready-to-eat foods. D. All foods on the same shelf. Answer: B. Cooked foods above raw foods. Why should thawed food not be refrozen? A. It becomes too cold. B. Harmful bacteria can grow when the food thaws again. C. The food becomes harder to cook. D. It changes the color of the packaging. Answer: B. Harmful bacteria can grow when the food thaws again. Which of the following is the best example of the FIFO method? A. Placing newly delivered food in front of older food. B. Using the newest products first. C. Moving older stock to the front and newer stock to the back. D. Mixing old and new products together. Answer: C. Moving older stock to the front and newer stock to the back. A food worker stores raw beef directly above a container of cooked rice. This is unsafe because A. Juices from the beef may contaminate the cooked rice. B. The beef may freeze. C. The rice may become too cold. D. The rice will absorb odors from the refrigerator. Answer: A. Juices from the beef may contaminate the cooked rice. Which statement about food thermometers is correct? A. A thermometer only needs to be cleaned once a day. B. The thermometer probe should be sanitized before and after use. C. A thermometer may be used without calibration. D. A thermometer should only be used for hot foods. Answer: B. The thermometer probe should be sanitized before and after use. Which sanitizing method is acceptable for a thermometer probe? A. Wiping it with a dry cloth. B. Rinsing it with cold water only. C. Swabbing it with a 100 ppm chlorine solution. D. Leaving it in room temperature water. Answer: C. Swabbing it with a 100 ppm chlorine solution. When using a bimetallic thermometer, the sensing area includes A. Only the tip of the probe. B. The entire stem. C. From the tip to the indentation on the stem. D. Only the dial face. Answer: C. From the tip to the indentation on the stem. Which food is specifically listed as a potentially hazardous food? A. Raw seed sprouts. B. Dry beans. C. Uncut onions. D. Whole oranges. Answer: A. Raw seed sprouts. Which of the following foods is an exception and is not considered potentially hazardous? A. Cut leafy greens. B. Cooked potatoes. C. Air-cooled hard-boiled eggs with shells intact. D. Garlic in oil. Answer: C. Air-cooled hard-boiled eggs with shells intact. Which of the following is considered a food according to the Health Code definition? A. Ice intended for human consumption. B. Cleaning chemicals. C. Food packaging material. D. Dishwashing detergent. Answer: A. Ice intended for human consumption. Which of the following is one of the most common causes of foodborne illness? A. Using too much seasoning. B. Improper cooling of food. C. Serving food too quickly. D. Using stainless steel containers. Answer: B. Improper cooling of food.